Valentino. We're just kind of getting warmed up, waiting for some people to show up. Oh, there's Anthony. Excellent. We're tuning up. Very important part. Bring it on. Hello, Lynn. Lynn, I think we're going to finally get our dinner in. It's going to happen, I think, before the end of 2020. There's my very dear friend, Francesca. Oh my gosh, Mel, how are you doing? Put it into that. Well, there we go. Oh man, Brad Carroll. Hey, Brad, how you doing? All right. Welcome, everybody. Here's my little jazz show I do. Usually it's on a Sunday night, and let's see, I wonder if I got my camera angle off. Oh, here, I'll move closer. There we go. Usually it's Sunday night, but there was so much going on this weekend, some good stuff and some not so great stuff. I decided to move it to Monday just to kind of give it a little breathing space here. So I think I'll start pretty soon here with a tune, and then I'll chit-chat away a little bit. All right, Lynn's waving. Mel Goot, all right, all my peeps. So one of my favorite composers is Mr. Wayne Shorter. And talk about a living legend. Wayne and people like Charles McPherson, we're so lucky to have these people because they really lived it all. Hey, Gilbert. All right. So this is a composition by Wayne Shorter. He did, and it's called Tom Thumb. It's off of the Schizophrenia album, which is one of my favorite Wayne Shorter albums, of the earlier ones. Everything Wayne's done is like pretty timeless, you know. The cool thing about Wayne too, he's not afraid to switch gears, you know, just like Miles Davis went through all these different phases of you know, from kind of cool jazz through, you know, the kind of progressive 60s jazz to like jazz fusion in the 70s. Wayne Shorter did a lot of the same, certainly not following his footsteps. They kind of diverged and did their own thing. But Wayne did an incredible album called Native Dancer in the 70s with Milton Nascimento, a wonderful Brazilian singer. And so Wayne did all sorts of great stuff throughout his career. And now he has just an absolutely stellar band with John Patitucci and just wonderful musicians. So let's see, let me get my bass going here. Tuned up. Got a pretty good angle. That looks okay. Bass angles always look good from below. I've tried different angles. Maybe above could be cool, but there's something about looking up those strings, whatever length. This is like 43 inches of string length from here to here, so it's like, you know. So anyway. I got some nice notes. There's my friend Rick is grilling and chilling. Love that. And listening to some jazz. Oh, and there's Sayuri, an incredible classical bassist who plays with the symphony. Hello, Sayuri. It's great to see you. Thank you so much. Oh, there's Randy Stein. Hey, Randy. How are you doing? All right. Bringing people together, hopefully, through music. So, yeah, as I mentioned before I started, it's been a bit of a tumultuous week. And probably, at least most of you in San Diego probably know our dear friend Nina Deering passed away on Thursday or maybe Wednesday night. And, oh, Anthony asked for the name of that tune again. That was called Tom Thumb. Tom Thumb. And there's Larry. I need you, Larry, my drummer. Anyway, so back to Nina. So this was really sad. Nina co-founded the Voices of Our City Choir with Steph. So this was about 4.5 years ago that we started the choir. And it was really her and Steph that had this whole idea to just get people living on the street together somewhere and start singing. And her energy and enthusiasm is just boundless. And she was really, her and Steph were just this amazing team that got everything started. And she didn't stay with the choir forever. She was with us for a couple of years. But it was absolutely amazing, and she's so talented. If you go onto YouTube and look up, there's a bunch with her on it, but some of my favorite stuff is her and Louis Valenzuela, who's a wonderful guitarist and composer, and it's called Looney Tunes. You go on YouTube, L-U-N-I. Maybe I should spell it backwards. L-U-N-I. Looney Tunes for Nina and I think it's N-I, yeah, I think it should come up anyway on Facebook. But anyway, that's a great opportunity to hear just in an intimate setting doing some beautiful, beautiful music. So anyway, we lost her and she was only 34 years old. She was in a car accident. So that's a huge loss for the choir. So everybody has really felt that. So we're all sort of reeling from that. But, you know, as always, especially the people in the choir have, all sorts of challenges going on in their life, and music has proven to be this incredible healing thing, building confidence and getting people back on their feet again. So we're so thankful to have the choir and everything that Steph does for it. Yeah, and so I'd just say a little prayer for Nina. Rest in peace. So that was Wayne Shorter's Tom Thumb. Great, great little tune. Let's see, what am I going to continue with? Oh, here we go. So Thelonious Monk, another just amazing pianist, composer, sort of from the bebop era, but I would say he wasn't quite a bebopper. He was, I don't know, Thelonious was his own man, that's for sure. So anyway, this is his tune called Misterioso. It's actually a slow blues. And I think I'll walk for 12 bars out front. And walking bass, for anybody out there that might not know, is basically that kind of. Right? You're just kind of walking along. You're cruising. So this is Thelonious's Misterioso. 4. All right, one of my favorite tunes. Oh, Marilyn Consat says, Marilyn's a great electric bass player, and she seriously helped me out with the bass summit that I did in 2019. It was a huge success. We had like 220 paid admissions or something, and it was like absolutely amazing. Featuring Mark Dresser, Marshall Hawkins, Andre Martin from Tijuana, Susan Wolf. It was really fun. So let's see, Marilyn says, great tone. Thank you, Marilyn. Maybe the action you get with so much side finger. Ooh, good shot to see your, good shot to get your, from up here. Cool, okay. Yeah, I love this angle here, whatever. I know, like, Steph doesn't like it when people take pictures from below her, but I guess that's a photographic thing or something. But anyway, everybody's looking at the bass, not at me anyway. So, other things in the news in Rob's life. The Young Lions Jazz Conservatory just finished our year of classes, which began with traditional music classes and, of course, ended with Zoom classes. So we all learned how to do Zoom, and we got good at it, and hopefully kept the students motivated. It was really, really a fun year. It's anybody that doesn't know about Young Lions Jazz Conservatory. It was founded by Gilbert Castellanos, absolutely phenomenal trumpet player and educator who has really just made jazz what it is in San Diego. So we had our end of the year concert online on Saturday, and that was great. All the student groups did great. And there's also going to be a public, I think, there's going to be a Facebook Live public event this coming Saturday where they'll feature all the videos and a couple more that didn't get submitted in time. One of which was one of my groups that didn't get it done in time. But you'll get a chance to see it. So if you just go onto the Young Lions Jazz Conservatory on Saturday at 12, that'll be happening. So it was a great year. I tell you, working with students is so much fun, and it really makes you stay on your game too, because the kids are like the ones that it grabs, they get good so fast. So you're really like, you got to keep your teaching game on, you got to keep your playing game on. It's wonderful. So that's the Jazz Conservatory. So we're off. Well, we're not off for very long because they're actually going to have a jazz summer camp from July 6th to the 31st. And if you're interested in that, check it out at Young Lions Jazz Conservatory. And then I think classes start up at the end of August or early September. So that'll be fun. A whole new slew of students. You know, you get so connected. I'm sure some of you have taught music or taught school, and you get so connected with the students, you know. And everybody's different. Some are a little bit challenging, but, you know, you get these breakthroughs and it feels great. So let's see. I think I'm going to do, for my third song, this is called, I love this tune every time I do it, and it's one of these cute little Brazilian tunes, and I think the composer's name is Robert Menescal, I think, Menescal, I think, a Brazilian composer born in 1938, and it's just, you know, Antonio Carlos Jobim did a zillion of those tunes compositionally, and it's nice to like stumble into some other, because there was of course, like Duke Ellington in America, which Antonio Carlos Jobim sort of is for Brazil, there's a million like wonderful, wonderful Brazilian composers like Milton Nascimento, who I mentioned earlier. Okay, so here is my little boat. Okay, there was my little boat in Brazilian, O Barquinho. I'm probably not saying it right because I'm sure it's Portuguese. There's Josh Nelson, which reminds me of a great event coming up that Josh will be. It's an online event, and it'll be Josh. It's actually Steph's CD release party for her new album, which, if you haven't heard yet, she decided to do a jazz album. Well, I super encouraged her on this too. So we did this jazz album. Josh Nelson was part of it. He helped, he arranged 2 of the songs and provided invaluable support. And we also had Mr. Anthony Wilson. So it was just a stellar cast. Also Chris Lawrence playing trumpet, and Richard Sellers was playing drums. So we just had this stellar experience, and it's now available on Steph's website. And soon it'll be on iTunes and such, but if you just go to stephjohnsonband.com, it's right there. You just click on it, and you can actually listen to the tunes, I think, for free, and then if you want to download them, you pay whatever, and we super appreciate your support on that. But I think it's like the proudest I've ever been of an album. The whole recording session was great. Working with Josh and Anthony and Chris and Richard and Steph was great. The engineer is a wonderful guy. It's called, his name's Tolly Sherwood, and he's at Tritone Studios in Glendale. Really, really great experience. So please check out Steph's new record, because it's the real deal. There's a Joni Mitchell tune on it, and kind of a whole mix of stuff. Here's to Life is on it, and So in Love's on it, and some kind of like a Betty Carter, a little jazzy tune that we do, and it really came out well. So proud of that. Continuing, let's see. I actually have 2 more songs. Well, I kind of threw this in with the last minute because I needed something easy to play. Some of these tunes are like a real workout. As I remember Josh talking about, man, when you're doing this stuff online, it's like, you don't get the audience feedback, and you're trying to put it out, and I know everybody's there, and I'm getting all these hearts of love, so I do appreciate that. But yeah, you're kind of on the spot. So this is a Miles Davis tune called So What. All right, there you have it. Miles Davis, So What? I tried to throw in the intro in it too. It's got a great little intro that, I don't know, it kind of sounds like Bill Evans wrote the intro to me, but it's got a beautiful little intro, and Steph knows it. Steph's like the only person that I know that knows the intro. I bet Josh Nelson does too. But it's got a beautiful little rubato section in front of it. So let's see. What else is coming up this summer? So there's some gigs starting to happen. There's a place here called Kettner Exchange, right on Kettner Boulevard, I think at Grape Street, and they are having music. It's an outdoor venue, patio, and they seemed really good about social distancing. I played there a week and a half ago with Victor Baker, who was on here earlier. Great venue, so they're having music. Just check their schedule. I'm not exactly sure when it is. But I know there's a Sunday brunch. There's some stuff on Monday, Tuesday, and maybe the weekends as well. I've heard a few little rumors that Panama 66 will be coming back sometime in the not too distant future. My favorite outdoor yoga class that meets in Balboa Park that we've had to go to Zoom is going to be starting, I think, on July 2nd. And there'll be classes on Sunday at 11 a.m. and Wednesday at 6 p.m. So I'm super stoked. Olivia Hughes is the instructor. It's one of the coolest classes ever. I'm not like a yoga guy, but this is a great class. Okay, so I got one more tune in me. If anybody has any questions or anything, you can feel free to like post them on there. Maybe I can answer them. Or if there's song requests, that might get me in trouble because I have to kind of work on these tunes a while to get them playable so it sounds like not just some guy playing a melody on a bass, so it hopefully has some continuity like a bass part and some harmony to it. So this is a song written by Sam Rivers. I recorded this on my very first album. That album was called First Impressions with Mike Wofford, Brett Sanders, one of my favorite drummers ever, and Larry Delacruz, a great sax player and keyboardist who now lives up in the Bay Area. So this is a totally kind of different arrangement of it, but super, super cool little tune. Okay. My finger's behaving itself, more or less. I had this issue with my finger. That's why I haven't been able to do this weekly. Some weeks my finger just hurts a little bit too much to do it. It gets this like bruise thing happening. It's just like, oh God, what's going on? Might be from not playing so much, but I practice, but it's different than when you're gigging, when you're really hitting it hard. Especially if you're hitting it with like Gilbert, and it's like balls to the wall, for lack of a better term, okay? there you have it. A little samba version, more or less tribute to, well, you know what I heard? I saw this on Facebook, so I don't know if I totally believe it, but I think João Gilberto passed away. Somebody mentioned that, so if that's the case, I would do that as like a tribute. So that may not be the case. I don't believe anything the first time I see it on Facebook. So thank you so much for being here. If you'd like to donate, on the header there is both my Venmo and my PayPal, which I super appreciate. Otherwise, I should be back next Sunday. I'm trying to remember, Josh Nelson has a great broadcast, and I'm trying to remember if it's Wednesday. Josh, if you're still there, you could say Wednesday at 6 p.m. I think it's at 6 p.m. It's something like Cocktails with Josh or something. It's wonderful. But anyway, there's a lot of great live music going on. Louis Valenzuela does one on Monday night. Peter Sprague is doing a great one this Thursday at 7 p.m. So I know we're all like, we need a fix. We need our music. And this is a slightly distant second to the real thing, the live thing, but it's wonderful that groups are putting this together and making it all happen. So have a wonderful week, and thank you again for supporting this and just for being here. This I just so appreciate people coming out and checking this out. This really gives me a goal every week, and it's like way more of a challenge than most of my gigs. I don't want to say my gigs are easy, but this is like really keeps me on my game. Like first thing tomorrow morning, I'll be like, okay, what am I going to play next Sunday? Plus, since this is a Monday, I have one day less, so I've got to be. Procrastination does not work in music, although it happens, but it doesn't work as well. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a wonderful week. Thank you.